So let's talk about the distinction and the challenges of trapping names and building a database, and the distinction between online and brick and mortar businesses or organizations and their ability to build a database and trap your personal contact information. So let's start with the online case. Well, the nature of any online business or online organization is that you automatically collect basic database information. If I order something from Second Swing Golf or Rock Bottom Golf or the Golf Warehouse, and I want to place an order with them, they automatically trap my name, the purchase data, current purchase data, and of course they can tie that back into past purchase data. They have to have my address so they know where to send things. They have to have my email address so that they can send me the receipt. They typically will also trap my phone number, and to some degree they're able to trap my credit card information, while that data is a little bit harder to get and to find information about. It is the idea that this is the basic data that every online business sort of automatically has. And so on the online business case, they have all the information to build a database almost right away. And think about the purchase data that they have. From the purchase data they have, they can identify how much you spent with them, how recently you've purchased from them, how frequently you purchase from them. They can also identify whether or not you have how you got in contact with them, whether it was from a referral or from an online banner ad, or was it from a YouTube video, or was it from an email offer that was sent to you, or was it through some other means like a catalog or an ad on television. Of course, the brick and mortar case is dramatically different. The typical brick and mortar establishment has no way to build a database. It is very difficult to track cash and debit buyers. It's difficult to track credit card buyers, especially those with multiple credit cards. And in all of those cases, there's no way to tie the individual purchase to an individual customer and to accumulate them over time. That is, to tie past purchases to current purchases. So think about places like Walmart, a local restaurant, a casino, a local golf equipment shop, a grocery store, even a clothing store like Dillard's or Terrible Herbst Oil Changes. Those are all brick and mortar operations that will find it very difficult to trap your contact information, and more importantly, to attach your individual level purchase data to your name to build a database. It is very, very difficult for them to do that. So the question then is, well, all right, Jack, it's hard to do that, but what are their options in making that happen? Well, you're familiar with most of the options that brick and mortar operations use to try to trap your purchase data and to build a database. One of the things that you will find are club cards. And an example of a club card is the Vons/Albertsons card or the Smiths card. These are called club cards because what they do is that when you present the club card to them, or you type your phone number in at the checkout, or you type your club card number in, that then allows those organizations to accumulate your purchases back to your customer identification number, allowing them to build a database. So the idea behind a club card system is to build a database. It has no other real value to them. It is designed for that, and we'll talk We'll talk a little bit more about Vons Club cards and things like that later on. Another example of a club card system is someone like Sam's Club or Costco, which might be considered a club card system, but is more likely to be considered a membership program. That is, you become a member, and then the members are tracked. And so Costco knows everything that you bought from them in the last year or 2 years, and so does Sam's Club and other organizations that have some sort of membership card. So, you have a membership card for your health club. Well, your health club knows how often you go there, when you go there, and how often you use the facility, how long you stay at the facility. They have all kinds of really neat information on you, and that's of course because they have a membership card on you. We have frequency, loyalty, rewards programs, and those programs are designed to some degree to create repeat purchase behavior, but they are also designed to be able to track your purchases and tie your purchases over time to your customer number. And that's also a reason that stores might use store credit cards, because with a store credit card, they have the ability to track your store purchases. The final approach to this might be, if you have a small enough business, actually knowing your customers by name. So when I go down to my auto mechanic, Tracy, I've been going to Tracy for the last 30 years. So Tracy knows my name, and I know Tracy's name. He doesn't have to have a database on me, because his best customers he knows by identifying their faces and by and knowing your particular name. So you might actually know your customers by name. I belong to a country club. It's the goal of everyone at the country club, all the frontline employees, to know all of the members by name. So you can also then go back to the video we just had on name trapping approaches. And if you think about some of the name trapping approaches that we talked about, they don't really collect enough data to build a database, but at least you have some sort of contact information for those customers. So now you sort of know the rest of the story of why Vons Club has a Vons Club card, and why frequency and rewards programs exist the way they do. And you also then need to understand that companies and organizations that do not have any of this, like Walmart or Sprouts, and it used to be, by the way, that Whole Foods didn't have that information, but now they can at least track their Amazon Prime guests. But why those organizations are at a disadvantage because they do not have customer databases in place for their customers.